ain't smoking no shirt. I'm in the beat with P-Lady, QP ski. I love my bitches, it's pretty, they showing their titties, is up to the ceiling.
Welcome back to my channel, Bahlali. So this is going to be my intro video. So I'll be answering questions. So what I did was I put up a get to know me tag on Instagram and I got a couple of questions, so I'll be answering the questions while I'm doing my makeup, but at the same time I'm late, so I need to be very quick. So let's get into it. This is not necessarily a makeup tutorial because I'll be so quick and I just basically wanted to answer the questions while I'm busy with something. So that's what this is. So I'm going to start with my brows, but I'm going to have to be so quick. Like, I genuinely do not have any time. At the same time, I feel like I'm just so far from the mirror. Okay, so the first question that I have is, how did you and your partner meet? Okay, so we met in varsity. Literally first day of class, after the induction and all of that. So literally on the Monday when we were starting class, I was looking for my class because I was lost. I didn't really know, because I missed like half of my induction. I didn't really know where I was going. So I bumped into him and, you know, we started speaking. But at the same time, I thought maybe, like, you know, he's just throwing game. Kanti, he just wanted to be my friend. Also, I thought. So literally it happened like in the movies, guys. You bump into someone, you go into the same class, all of that. So we ended up just walking to class together. So we're just basically getting to know each other, like on like a friendship level. Okay, so we got to class and that's how we knew each other. And for that time, from when we started varsity until 2023, we were just friends. I just wanted, so yeah, that's how we met. Fast forward to 2023, that's when we started to actually like talk. So we started speaking. We'd actually just send each other like TikTok videos. This started out of the blue, really, like out of the blue. So we started sending each other TikTok videos. It started from like hypothetical to like you and I was like, I can see what this is. Cool. So Nami, I went with the flow because I was like, what if this is my husband, you know? But I also just kept on thinking, like, because we were friends for so long, what if this is not real? What if, you know, we mess up the friendship side of things? But because I knew him as a person before, I knew the type of person he is, that made it easier for me to sort of like trust him. I knew his principles and I knew his moral compass, so that definitely played a huge role in me trusting him, in me trusting whatever he was saying. I know he's a very genuine person and I knew that he would not mess up our friendship if he was not really serious. So I just fell, guys. I really just fell. I was gone. I still am gone with no plans of returning. So yeah, that's how we met. So another question is similar. It's along the same lines. It says, how you met your husband and how he proposed. Okay, so from the get-go of our relationship, all we would speak about was marriage. I really thought, like at first I thought it's part of the game, you know. Thought maybe like, you know, he's just finessing me. That's what I thought. Kanti, like it got serious. It got serious, and he would ask questions like, or he would say to me, please ask your family hypothetically how much would they want for lobola, you know, so I can start saving. And I thought maybe again, like it's just part of the game. Like, what do you mean? Because our relationship had just started. So he kept on saying that he kept on pushing this thing. I'm so far away from the mirror and I feel like I am just going to mess up my brows because I'm so far and I don't know where my pocket mirror is. But yeah, so basically he would ask questions like that, and we knew that we were definitely working towards marriage. In fact, we had even like delusionally planned it out and said by the end of our first year together, we should be sealing it with a proposal or like a lobola something, you know. So like that is all we were just thinking about, you know. Okay, fast forward to 10 months into the relationship. Now obviously like I'd already met his immediate family. I met his immediate family when we were just together for like 3 months. So now I was now meeting like relatives, your grands and stuff, people that are not in this province. So we started taking those trips, and like I didn't really know what the purpose of that was. I just thought maybe like he just wants me to know his family. Kanti, like it's all part of the plan. So we left the province, we went to see Abu Granny. Kanti, we also saw one of the Malumes and his family, and we came back with a lobola letter, which I did not know of. Came back home because he had already also met my family. He had already met my dad. He knew my address back in Free State. So when we came back, he coordinated with my brother. He sent the letter, I think through Pep. Sent the letter. My brother went to fetch the letter. My brother gave my mom the letter. My mom called my dad. My dad was in disbelief. My mom was in disbelief. I was in disbelief because they're calling me and they're saying how na ingwati. I'm like, ingwati lengolo la ingas, and then they're like, wanyalo sisi karo what? So they took a picture of the letter, and obviously like I was just calling you and I'm like, what do you mean that, you know? So that was the happiest week of my life before I obviously gave birth to my daughter, because my daughter's birthday was literally the best day of my life. Although I felt like I was dying, but I don't think I'll ever feel like that again. So yeah, that's how. Okay, now we're preparing for lobola. You know, all the preparations are in place. I go back to Free State just so I can handle everything, because they're coming the Saturday, the 3rd of August 2024. Okay, so I go and I prep everything, and I'm thinking, no, this is just going to be like a lobola lunch nyana, you know, because I genuinely thought, no, maybe the proposal will come on our anniversary, on our first year anniversary, which was like 2 months away, or a month, which was a month away, no, 2 months away. And so because also he kept on pushing, no, we must definitely go away for our anniversary. I thought, no, he's planning something big. I thought the proposal was going to be there. Cool, we went to the lobola lunch, had lunch and everything, and then now it was speeches. And now his uncle kept on saying, like, go to him, like, go in front, like, say a word or two. Kanti, it's part of the plan, guys. It's all part of the plan. he went in front and he did like a little speech thanking everyone for being there and stuff. And then they bring me a chair to sit down. Oh, okay, thanks. Just feeling like it's my big day, you know? I sit down and I can sort of hear where his speech is going. I'm like, can be it. Until he obviously said like, will you marry me and stuff. So that was perfect for me. And he told me the thought process behind it. Like he spoke to his mom about it. And they both concluded that it would be better for both families to witness that. Because obviously my family is all the way in Free State. And they would have missed the proposal if obviously it happened this side. So they just thought of including them in that way. Because everyone will have been in the same place. They just thought, so much just include the proposal as well. So I was very appreciative of that. I was very happy that my family also got to witness that with me. You know, it felt very, like, I don't know how to like explain it, but it felt really good to me. I was happy about that. And when he told me about it, I was really happy. He's like, yeah, I was just, you know, planning like an intimate proposal this side. This is what I was going to do. But then I spoke to my mom and this is what she advised. I was like, that woman, my favor. Also, this is the primer that I'm using. It feels very light and very smooth. So love her down. But I don't know what foundation we are going for today. Oh, and another thing is that it was so natural with him, right? I didn't have to do too much. He loved me for me. He loves me for me. I don't have to do too much. I don't have to ask for much. He's very easy to love and he makes life so easy for me in all aspects, right? Having that companionship in someone, that's what I've always longed for. And he ticked all the boxes, everything that I had prayed for to the T and even more, because I was like, God, I just asked for like one stem and you gave me like 100 roses. That's literally how I feel about my husband. So he was just ticking all of the boxes and I said, it's too good to be true. What is going on? But 2 years down the line, still the same. So that's how I knew. Like, he's very selfless as well. Yeah, Tandwa. That's how I knew. Okay, Betsy. Okay, next question is, how did you know your partner was the one for you? Okay, so in 2023, remember that's when I said we started speaking. We spoke for a week. At the end of that week, which was the Sunday, he told me that he's gonna come to Free State. He's gonna come and see me. And I asked him, I said, are you just coming here to see me, or like do you have like stuff to do this side? And then like you also must see me because you'll be this side. He said, no, I'm just taking this trip to come see you. And I said, there's no way. What do you mean someone would actually do that for me? You know, like, what do you mean you would travel all the way from, what do you mean you would cross a province for me, you know? And I couldn't believe it. I told my mom. Back then, I didn't tell my mom really about my relationships, but I told her and I said, this person is saying 1, 2, and 3, you know? And he's saying he's gonna come and see me. He's just gonna see me. My mom is like, you really mean that he's coming here for you and you only? Like, he doesn't have like a business mission to set up? He's coming to see me. So he came on the Sunday and I was in complete disbelief, and all I could think of is, if he wants to, he will. If he wants to, he really will. And I saw him, we saw each other, we spent the day together. It was so perfect. I was so nervous because imagine the shift from friendship to now being in a relationship, you know? But it was literally just so perfect. I enjoyed that day. I remember that day to the T. But for me, that day confirmed it for me. And I said, this has to be my husband, you know? Like, no makanjani, things, it will end in salads. Either or, you know? it will end in silence. That's what I knew, and that's what I would tell him. So that's how I knew. I can't find my foundations, so I'll be going in with the natural matte mousse foundation from Essence. This one, I genuinely don't know where my foundations could possibly be. Labor pains, are they exaggerated? So I think I'll even do like a story time of my breath. But in summary, I had a failed induction and I had to go for Caesar. But when I was being induced, I did get the labor pains. I was actually overstimulated, so I was only dilating for like 1 centimeter, while I was feeling pains that you feel when you're dilating 4 centimeters. So that was crazy. Hey guys, labor pains are painful, but I think your breathing is very important, and I think that's what helped me through those pains at that time, for that time being. And I asked they offered to give me pain medication, and I said no, because like I saw a lot of people on TikTok saying that pain injection does nothing for you, that pain injection, like, it's just a lie, you know, like it will do absolutely nothing for you. For me, really, it did help. So they kept on coming and they were saying like, Sissy, here's some pain meds, like, can we give you an injection? I said no, I don't want an injection, because firstly, I'm very scared of injections. Like, I have an irrational fear of injections. So I just kept on saying, please no, let me ask for it, because they say you will ask for it, you know. And I didn't ask for it. They just came and they said, listen, you are overstimulated, we're going to have to give you the pain meds, or your baby will be in distress. So they injected me. That injection was not nice. Like, it was not nice. Like, it was burning. But it helped me a lot. But after that, I stopped dilating completely, going on to the next day. And then I went for a Caesar, which I still thought I was dying at that time. But now when I think about it, it really wasn't, like, it wasn't bad. It's my friends. My friends are saying that no, your brain is helping you forget. I'm like, no, I feel like at the time I was really exaggerating. It wasn't too bad. What was bad for me was the first walk, for sure. And they say you must walk the first time after a Caesar. Now when all the catheters are off and everything, they say, Sissy, now you need to walk yourself to the bathroom. And they will tell you the more you walk, the faster you heal. Which is true. The more you are mobile and you keep going up and down, the faster you do heal. I don't want to do too much, but I feel like it's not enough. You deciding on the black one, Baba? Deciding on the black one?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a white shirt. You found a white shirt in there?
Yeah.
The old one, or like the textured one? Or that one with the black borders?
It's not the one. I don't know if it will work.
Okay.
Yeah. It's suffocating.
Okay. So yeah, labor pains, you just need a coping mechanism, definitely. For me, I did my research and I saw, what is it? Is it compressions? I don't remember what it's called exactly. I'll find out. But your partner they hold your hips inwards, so they will literally pull your hips inwards as you get a contraction, and that helped me so much. So if you're going to give birth, I'll just do a story time and sort of like demonstrate, so you know exactly what I'm speaking about. With regards to Caesar, it was also not too bad really. Like, I rated I'd have to rate everything so specifically, so you know what hurts, what doesn't hurt for me from my experience. But that's why I'm saying I'll do like a separate story time for that. But it wasn't too bad. I'd definitely do it again, I think. I get sure. They're saying, how did you know you were ready for marriage outside of the love aspect of things? If you know me, you will know that from Kale, I felt like I'm just made for marriage. Like, that's what I felt like. If we're having family functions, I'd call myself Magodi. Like, it's just something that I was very intentional about. And I made it known that I wanted to end in marriage. I have my own reasons, obviously. And, you know, marriage gets a lot of bad PR. And, guys, marriage is good. I feel like it's something that you have to experience yourself. And, like, it's what you make it, if I should put it like that. If you want your marriage to be successful and to be fun, you can very well do that. Just make sure that you have the right partner. I feel like a lot of people turn a blind eye to the type of partners that they have because of certain reasons. I wouldn't know what, but just make sure that you have like a good partner by your side. It's the person that you see yourself spending the rest of your life with. That is very, very important. You need to like and love your partner. You need to like and love your partner. And yeah. So for me, I've always known that marriage, like, I'm just made for marriage, you know? Like, that's what I felt like. So yeah, I've just always known that marriage is a big part of my plans. It has to end in marriage. That's what I thought. Because I had my own dreams of making my own marriage successful, you know. I felt like if I got the right partner, which God is so good, which I did, marriage can definitely work. And a lot of people will give it PR because of maybe the person that they had the experience with, you know. So it's really what you make it. And it's been very blissful. Like, you have to have pure intentions going into it, not just like, it shouldn't just be a thing of, I'm just getting married because, you know, like, you think if I should. No, you have to have good intentions going into it, knowing exactly what you want your marriage to be like, and it will be smooth. So I knew I was definitely ready. And when I met my husband, or when we started speaking, I knew that I wanted him to be my husband, because I was like, there is no way that you will not be my husband. You know, because as I said, he ticked so many boxes and I felt so safe. And he just created this platform for me to feel safe, to feel like he is my safe space, because he is. So many other things confirmed for me that this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And as soon as we started speaking, I knew I was ready. I knew I was ready instantly. You know how they say men always know, or men know who they're going to marry. I also I knew. I definitely knew from when he came to Free State. I said, you have to be my husband. Oh, there's another thing that I forgot to mention in the other question when they asked, how did I know he was the one for me? So that day when he left Free State, right? When he left Free State, he went back home. He sent me a VN. I said, how? VN? He sent me a VN, and he was telling his mom that, listen, I think I've met Umakotua Kosisi. She is in the Free State, and we are going to fetch her next year being 2024. That for me was very intentional, very, very intentional. And I said, listen, I'm diving into this thing. So yeah, I always knew. Okay, next question is, how are you balancing out friendship, career, etc. in your motherhood chapter? Sure. I feel like I'm still in the early stages to say I'm actually balancing anything. But with regards to friendship, because life gets so busy, guys, it's gotten very difficult to obviously like see my friends as much as I would want to. And you know, we always have to match each other's schedules, so it's not just I'll say like a motherhood thing, but we always have to match our schedules. And that's how now life is for us, you know. It's been so hard to just say, guys, we're all free at the same time. At least one person has to be busy with something, which has been the most difficult thing about adult friendships. But even though that is the case, we still check on each other, you know, we still plan, we still update each other with what's happening in our lives. So I think with that regard, we're doing okay with friendship. With career right now, because I'm sort of still in like my maternity leave era. I think it's going to be very difficult for me to go back to work because I've gotten used to being with baby, and like I get so anxious when I'm not with her, unless she's with like one of her grannies, you know. But when I'm not with her, I'm still to trust someone that will be with her. So I think that is the biggest challenge for me right now, trusting someone to be with her when I'm not there, because I just feel like being with her, being by her side 24/7. So I wouldn't say I'm balancing things as of yet. I am finding my groove, right? But I wouldn't say I'm balancing things as of yet. Yeah, I have about 20 minutes left and I need to rush because I want to do my my cluster lashes off camera. I won't have the time to speak and do my cluster lashes at the same time because I yap a lot. But I'll come back with what I look like. I know I look like a ghost right now. I look like I'm sick, but this is what we look like right now. I'll look more alive after the lashes and a bit of color on my lips. So this is what we look like. Compare it with these heels. We are going to a funeral. Let me see. Hey baby. Thank you, Watami. I need a little bit of powder. Need more powder. My nose is so oily. It's the first thing that shines on my face. I don't know if I should put on some blush or that will be too much because we already have red lipstick. But I will be traveling with my powders and stuff. Oh god.
I love my bitches, it's pretty, they showing their titties is up to the ceiling.